Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Welcome to your quantum reading with me, Jocelyn, the Quantum Queen. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the spiel. Go ahead and fast forward if you guys are used to this. I'm just going to say it at the beginning for all my newbies floating onto the channel. So this is obviously for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Also, welcome to all my cross watchers. And for my cross watchers, if you are dealing with an Aquarius, or I'm sorry, did I say Aquarius? If you are dealing with a Capricorn, this message actually could be for you. So feel free to swap the characters as needed. These are general readings, so keep that in mind. If the message doesn't resonate with you, it's probably not for you. So always keep that in mind. It's not going to resonate with everyone. And if you guys would like to book a one-on-one reading with me, you can find my information down below in the description box. Just go ahead and email me and we can get something set up. If you guys would like to make a good karma donation, that information is also located down below. And as always, just thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Please hit that like button. And thank you for those who have made donations. I am so grateful to you guys. It helps me out so much just to keep going with the channel and the information I'm providing you guys. So I just really hope they're bringing you some clarity and guidance, okay? So yay, let's see what pops out for you, Cappy. What can we get for the beautiful Capricorn here? Ooh, elk. Elk. Oh, and we've got raccoon. I love this. Okay. What I want to say, there's a very interesting combination coming in here. And Capricorn, I want to say that you are coming out a little bit more to me as the elk. Again, whoever's watching this, cross watcher, this could be you. Just take it however resonates, as always. But the elk, to me, is very grounded, like powerful. And I'm being drawn to both of these elements, you know, the symbol up here, the upside down triangle with the line through it. Both of these are coming across as earth elements, okay? So you could be in a relationship with another earth sign. Doesn't have to be. It could be another Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But again, it doesn't have to be. But those are the elements that are popping out here. You, elk, Capricorn, to me, just the elk, they are such like regal creatures. Very powerful when you're in their presence. And they have a little bit of a flavor of competition, right? Because, you know, when you see just the horns, when they go up against each other, there's usually just this competitive, protective nature of, and a little bit of pride, okay? So what I'm getting here is that with the antlers, it's like your crown in a way, and it's being lit up. And I want to say that almost this is your intuition that is lighting up. It's like you're getting triggered a little bit. And I want to say that because with the raccoon, I love raccoons in a way, all right? But what I'm getting with this is because this person is so much smaller than the elk. Like, if you think about the comparison between the two, there is no comparison, really. The raccoon is a very sneaky, it operates in the darkness, right? And here, I just love this imagery, if you guys can see that really well. The raccoon operates in the dark. It's a sneaky type of energy. It's like, if you guys have ever been outside at nighttime and been around raccoon, like you can hear them like fighting or making their noises. It's like you can hear them in the rafters, but you don't know where the noise is coming from because they're just so sneaky. And that's what I'm getting, is it's kind of like this passive aggressive nature. You can't really pinpoint what they're doing. There's some type of little sneaky behavior that's going on that you're just like, you're aware, your crown is on fire. You're like picking up on something. You're like, I know something is going on with this person, okay? And this could be in a love relationship, this could be in a work dynamic, this could be within your family, roommates, whatever, however it applies, take it however it resonates with you. But there's some sneaky behavior that you know is going on. And the thing that always pops out to me with the raccoon, I used to live at this house where there were a lot of raccoons that would come to the door. And raccoons, if you guys have ever looked up the spiritual meaning of a raccoon, I looked it up one day, and they have a mask on, okay? And this is why there's this kind of sneaky behavior going on. It's because it's more based around shame or guilt. This person is ashamed of themselves, and more based around fear, which is why the raccoon usually runs. They're very fear-based, which is also why their nature can get out of control into like aggressiveness, like really intense. Because a lot of, there's this perception about raccoons that they're extremely like dangerous, that they can switch really quickly to aggression. But with the raccoon in this scenario, I'm just getting that you're picking up on something sneaky going on. There's this mask this person has on, but it's more like a ridiculous kind of energy. And you elk, Capricorn, you're kind of like so much bigger than that. Like, I think you're tuned into it. You're tapping into it. Something's going on. There's some type of deceptive behavior. And I think that you're just kind of like, this is ridiculous. Like, and this is why I'm saying that too, because one time when I said I was at this house where these raccoons would come to the house, when you open the door, it's kind of funny because they'll just scuttle away. When you expose the light to them, they usually run away and hide in the darkness, and you can see their cute little bums just like wiggling away, running towards the darkness again, because they operate in the dark, they operate in the shadow. And the shadow is all based around the emotions of shame, guilt, and fear, okay? So it is making me laugh for some reason, because I don't feel like it's anything. With the comparison of you, Capricorn, coming across as the elk, it's like, okay, it feels almost like a childish type of behavior. And for some of you, this could be a parent-child dynamic where the child is doing these sneaky things and you can see it, like, what's happening. But, okay, this is interesting. I do want to say that with the Fool card coming out upside down, I feel like you want to have a new beginning with this person. You want things to go differently. But with this Fool card, okay, this is the very first card in the tarot deck, which is usually about leap of faith, being more naive, jumping into something, having to take a leap of faith. But with this, I do want to say this is more of the raccoon that is literally coming across as like, you're a fool, is what I want to say. I don't usually read that card that way, but as I was saying before with you, the way you're perceiving them, because you can see everything that's going out. Look at how light your card is and how much darkness there is. You can see everything that they're doing. Your crown is illuminated. You can see it all. And I literally hear some of you just looking at them and shaking your head like, you're a fool. You're ridiculous. If you think that that is getting past me, you are a fool. That's what I keep hearing. So let me pull out just a few more clarifiers. Again, I just keep wanting to laugh in a way because the dynamic is kind of funny to me. For some of you, this could even be where you are the child and this is the parent, where you're more of the parent you're having to be the parent over your parent. Because they're more just childish and sneaky and they do all these stupid little things, passive-aggressive behavior, you know, just, they don't come right out and say things. Like if they have an issue, they just like have this passive aggressive behavior that's just childish, ridiculous, foolish. And oh my gosh, this is so funny. So this is again what I feel like is more of your energy. You're coming across more of the strength in the relationship, and the other person is like the fool. There's this really like really polar opposite dynamic between the two of you. You guys are entangling with one another and teaching each other a very specific type of lesson. Because look at, we've even got the Emperor card. I feel like you're having to kind of put your foot down with them, is what I'm getting. That's not even always what I tend to get with the Emperor card, but with one of you specifically, it's like you're having to be the disciplinary in this relationship and this dynamic. You're having to kind of just, the Emperor can be about discipline, my way or the highway, and I want to say that you're almost having to be the parent. I keep wanting to say that, the parent in this relationship, or the more mature one, the more strong one, putting your foot down, not putting up with their behavior, and just being like, no, like you calling it out for what it is, seeing things that are going on. So let me see what else pops out here. There's a lot of immaturity going on with the raccoon. Such a specific message. Yeah, what did I say? Okay, this is completely reiterating everything. This raccoon, what did I say? This is about darkness, okay? This is about illusions, deception, lies, and the moon is just coming in and illuminating all of the darkness for what is going on. So you are, what did I say before? It all is just completely confirming everything I said, where here's the moon, okay? And I'm really drawn to this similar imagery of the moon right here, and this is, I want to say more of the sun, just with that fire energy around it. But you're illuminating the illusions and the darkness, all the deception that's going on. You're coming in and just shining a light on it, putting your foot down, exposing what's been going on in this dynamic. And I want to say that because we've got the Three of Cups, which is my third party card. So for some of you, this, if this is a love relationship, this could be the deception that the raccoon is having, is that there's some type of third party involved. Now, it doesn't always have to be cheating, okay? It can be, and this is why I want to explain this very, very specifically. When a raccoon is operating from the low vibrational emotions of shame, guilt, and fear, whoever this person is that you're dealing with, they're usually using a lot of manipulation tactics to deflect and to to kind of disconnect from their own emotions, because there's a vibrational difference and disconnection within their own vibrational being. Okay, this is scientific quantum physics like type of dynamic. When you have those polar opposites within your being, what will happen is, because they're operating from shame, guilt, and fear, they'll often do things unconsciously. And that's why I want to say the moon card. This is all about the subconscious. This is habitual patterns in relationships. So they do this a lot with other people. And they'll tend to go to other third parties and talk crap on you. Because what they do is they unconsciously try to get a lot of people on their side. They paint themselves as like a victim, and they come across, and I do want to say that, like, it's coming out very specifically that maybe they perceive you to be just more of a dominant, controlling figure. And that maybe you're more of a disciplinary, maybe you are more of that my way or the highway. Again, take this however resonates, and this is not in any way talking down to you. I'm just communicating what I'm receiving right now. But because they see you as more of a maybe controlling person, maybe this is the way it has to be, or you expose their kind of sneaky behavior, they will tend to go to other people, and this is where triangulation comes in. So they try to get other people on your side, on their side, to kind of gang up, and that can sometimes be in cheating. Because if they can't convince other family members of you and your behavior, this is a lot of back and forth stuff going on, then what they'll tend to do is go to completely different people, like friends, or maybe they start cheating or go to another lover. And that's where they complain about you and the relationship dynamic, and, oh, that you're controlling and blah, 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 like all that type of stuff, okay? Oh, that one wanted to come right out. Yeah, because what was I saying? We've got the King of Cups upside down, and it's exactly what I was saying, is that they're kind of disconnected from their own emotions, and they do things out of shame, guilt, and fear, okay? This is more of like addictive behavior, addictions to drama, not seeing their behavior for what it is. And then we've got the Queen of Wands coming out. This could be like the person, the raccoon. Oh, this is the raccoon. Yeah. Okay. For some of you, again, this is so general, and there's so many things coming out. You, Elk or Capricorn, you might be just a little bit emotionally dissatisfied with all this behavior and this deception, which is why you might be the King of Cups coming out with that upside down. You're not happy with this. And I do want to say the raccoon is coming up as the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands can be like a very charismatic, a player. Like, I'm just gonna say it straight up. They like attention. They walk into a room. They like people to look at them. And if they feel too controlled by you, then they will, or too dominated by you, or possessed by you, they like to kind of go out and just get that attention elsewhere. I swear, Cappy, that this is a lot of the dynamic that you guys get in these readings. There's always some type of fire sign that maybe you do feel passionate about, but you're seeing their behavior. You're starting this, if you guys haven't already, you're at least starting to see this. And what did I say? This is hilarious. This is my absolute lies, deception, taken advantage of card. You might be starting to see it all for what it is. It's all being exposed and coming out in the light. And yeah, everything is going to start changing. This is fascinating. Yeah, there's lies that are being exposed. What did I say too? Illusions, deceptions, lies being illuminated, coming out of the darkness here, all of it. It's like perfectly coming in with each other. I'm just going to pull one last clarifier. Yep, and we're perfect on time. Can we get one more for Cappy? Yep, that one wants to come out. So yeah, we've got the Three of Wands. Again, here's another 3. Okay, so what I want to say with this is my, like, you've been very patient in the situation, and you're wanting to manifest something completely different. And okay, I was being drawn to pull out one more, and we've got the Empress card. I feel like you want to manifest something completely different, which is why I feel like you came into this dynamic in the first place. Believe it or not, with that Moon card coming out, this is also a part of your own chemical programming within your own body, your own subconscious patterns, habitual patterns in relationships that might reflect back to childhood with your parents, that, you know, dynamics that you've entangled with your parents, and you took on a lot of their thought patterns, their brain chemical releases, you entangled with them. So that's why unconsciously you're playing out this whole dynamic, and maybe you haven't even been totally aware of it. And the reason why it's happening is because it might even be mother issues. I hate saying that, you know, but I have to say that because the Empress card is my mother nurturing card. So there's a few things I'm getting with this, Capricorn. The advice here is, first of all, disconnect and nurture yourself, okay? That Empress card is all about self-love, independence. You might need to get independent of this person and this energy. There might be some codependency going on here where you guys are relying on each other for your happiness, and that is completely unrealistic. I'll tell you that straight up. It never works. No one else can make you happy. You've got to make yourself happy. So that is a part of the message, but I do feel like this relationship is helping bring at least one of you, Capricorn, if you're not completely walking away from this relationship totally jaded and done with people that are like this. For some of you, this is all about manifestation. This is my Law of Attraction manifestation card. Waiting for your ships to dock. Whatever energy you're putting out there is what you're getting back. So the reason why we come into these dynamics in the first place is that when it comes down to it with Law of Attraction and manifesting the things that we want, we don't know what we do want until we figure out what we don't want. So this relationship probably helped you came to a realization that you're like, yep, I don't want this. I don't want this type of dynamic. I don't want a person that is seeking attention and the spotlight and is like a player type of energy that needs other people's attention. You want someone who is really independent and grounded within themselves, that loves themselves first. And that's what I feel like is helping you come to a realization that you want to manifest that instead, which is really beautiful. Okay. So this looks very good. Just do what you need to do. If you need to disconnect from this person and things, I would probably recommend it. But yeah, I hope that brought you some clarity and guidance, Cappy, and I will see you guys for your next reading. Take care.